Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Courtney and I have Nyx and Phyrra, my two standard poodles, in the room with me. Today I'm going to be talking about a new indie release. This is from the company Aromaleigh. This collection is called Orpheus and Eurydice, and it's based off of a Greek opera, I think, and it's the Gluck opera. And since it wasn't one I was familiar with, although I am familiar with a lot of them, I went to go look it up so I could tell you about it. Let me just read you the Wikipedia about it. The ancient legend of Orpheus and Eurydice concerns the fateful love of Orpheus of Thrace, son of Apollo and the muse Calliope, for the beautiful Eurydice. It may be a late addition to the Orpheus myths, as the latter cult title suggests those attached to Persephone, so it could have been derived from a legend in which Orpheus travels to Tartarus and charms the goddess Hecate. Whatever. Anyway, I think it's a really interesting theme for a collection, and the colors in it are friggin' gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into swatches. This first set of swatches is on Too Faced Glitter Glue. Okay, first up is Wild Solitude. This color is kind of like a light champagne, but it has a very strong blue, like iridescence to it, and then there's some sort of like blue to copper sheen too. So it's a really complex color. I think it's a beautiful color to put on the lid of your eyes, or if you have a deeper skin tone, it would make a beautiful highlight. Then we have Depths of Erebus. That's actually the color that I'm wearing in the video, and I did a Facebook Live tutorial on a smoky eye with Depths of Erebus. This color is my favorite from the collection. It's a deep blue base with a color shift that goes from aqua to blue to purple, and I feel like when I look at it, you see a purple base with a blue shift, and sometimes you can maybe see a little bit of aqua. It's absolutely stunning. It reminds me of my all-time favorite black nail polish, which is KB Shimmer I'm Onyx, so I am all about this color. I need it in a full size. The next color is Lord of the Dead, which is sort of like a deep silvery charcoal gray type color. And then it has an aqua to blue violet shift, and I feel like it picks up a lot on like the aqua turquoise, so it almost can look green from certain angles. It's very complex, very pretty. All of the colors in this collection are actually very complex. Then we have Eurydice, which is a beautiful like red burgundy color. I love it. This is Mischance, and this is kind of like a purple mauve brown. I think it's a really interesting color. The next set of swatches are also on Too Faced Glitter Glue. Cruel Fates is this amazing copper that has like a gold shift to it, and then it looks like it takes on even more of a copper shift, and sometimes it looks almost greenish from an angle. This is Viper's Sting, and it looks to me almost like it has like a charcoal base with like an army green on top, but then sometimes from certain angles you'll see this beautiful deep teal pop out. And I did put photos up on my blog of these colors in different lighting conditions so that you can see the extra sparkle and other shades going on, because these are all very complex. This is Orpheus, and it's very interesting because it has that sort of warm, murky green base, but then I see like this reddish, purple, pinkish shift on it, and sometimes a little bit of gold. I think this would be a gorgeous color for a smoky eye if you want to do an unusual smoky eye color, and I have a feeling that it's going to be beautiful on green eyes. Singing Lyre looks sort of like a greenish brown that has a gold and almost, I don't know, like a copper shift to it. It's really pretty, and I think it's unusual because when you look at Viper Sting and Orpheus and Singing Lyre together, you're like, oh, they all look like they're different like takes on warm green, but they're so much more than that. They're very complex. This is Idyllic Pursuits. It's a beautiful peach with sort of like a gold and copper shift. From certain angles, I almost feel like I see a greenish gold. The third and final set of swatches, the eyeshadows and the blush, are on Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Divine Right is a color I requested that Aromaleigh make. It's supposed to be a cooler toned version of Kupala, which, as you know, is one of my favorite colors from Aromaleigh of all time. That and NYX are probably the two colors that I wear the most. When you first put on Divine Right, you see that it's sort of like a mauve taupe color with a strong blue iridescence, but I feel like the more you blend it out, the sort of warmer and richer it gets. So it's almost cooler at first and then gets a little bit warm. Love's Anguish is a really, really interesting color because it's like this very light silvery lilac, and it has a copper sheen on top. Enamored is a blush, and it's a gorgeous pinkish lilac color. I think it's a nice cool tone shade, and it would be beautiful on fair skin. I also have the three lip colors. We have Maynard, which is a taupe with rose and buff tones. It's kind of like I would call it definitely like a brownish taupe. Then we have Spirits Wept, which is more of like a reddish brown or like a brownish burgundy almost. And the last color we have is the one I'm wearing in this video. It's called Conjured by Song, which is this neutral peachy buff. I feel like Conjured by Song is that sort of lip color that all of the big YouTubers wear, that nude shade that everyone wants. So I have a feeling this will be a very popular color. The Aromaleigh lip blushes are very comfortable to wear. They smell really good. They smell like chocolate and I think maybe a hint of orange. It's just, oh, so good. I love the smell of them. They make me want to eat chocolate. Okay, there are a couple things that are also in this collection that I don't have, but I'll run you through what they are really fast. There's another eyeshadow called Stone Hearted, and the description for it on the side is a deeper toned rouge featuring berry and mauve tones with a coppery brown overlay. There's Farewell Blush, which is a reddish berry rouge with a satin finish. There's Charmed to Stillness Blush, which is a tea rose with soft copper undertones. The last thing is Bacchic Revelry, and that's a rich terracotta brown mahogany. Oh, almost everything in this collection is vegan. The lip tints the lip blushes are not vegan because they have beeswax in them. Eurydice isn't vegan because it has carmine. And I believe the blush Enamored has carmine too, but I think everything else is vegan, which is really nice. Here's some extra swatches of these colors in action moving around so you can see what they look like. I'm a big fan of Aromaleigh eyeshadows. I think that they make excellent complex colors. I am really into this color I'm wearing, which is Depths of Erebus. I think that if you are looking for complex eyeshadows, you need to check out Aromaleigh. They make some amazing eyeshadows. If I had to recommend just one thing from the collection, I would absolutely recommend Depths of Erebus because I love this color. It's just the most amazing blue-purple complex shade ever. So pretty. I would also recommend one of the lip blushes to you. Conjured by Song is a great peachy buff nude because it has like a little bit of pink to it. I feel like it's really flattering on fair skin. This is the artwork for the packaging up close. It's really unique. I really like the artwork. I like the names of the collection. They're pretty easy to pronounce. The colors are amazing. So anyway, what do you think of the Aromaleigh Orpheus and Eurydice collection? Please be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video and found it fun, entertaining, informative, or helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share. I love it when you share my videos. It makes my day and it helps me out, so I really appreciate it when you do that. And if you haven't already, you should go ahead and click that little subscribe button because I do new videos on indies every week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great weekend.